Today's opening words come from Sylvia Bornstein. Mindfulness is the aware, balanced acceptance of the present experience. It isn't more complicated than that. It's opening to or receiving the present moment, pleasant or unpleasant, just as it is, without either clinging to it or rejecting it. We bid you welcome. We do not ask what you believe or expect you to think in a certain way, but only that you try to live a kindly and helpful life with the dignity proper to a human being. Welcome all who believe that religion is wider than any sect and deeper than any set of opinions. Welcome to all who might find in our friendship strength and encouragement for daily living. Good morning, and welcome to the Universalist Unitarian Church of Farmington. My name is Barb Eglinton. I am a member here, and I'm currently serving as the program moderator, which is liaison between the executive board and the committees. It's my pleasure this morning to be sharing the pulpit with Margaret Sullivan. Margaret and I share a common joy of seeking wisdom and truth in the world's religions and spiritual and non-spiritual teachings. We will each share a meditation from our learnings and our personal experience with you this morning. I'd like to extend a special welcome to any visitors. After the service, we invite you to share coffee and conversation with us downstairs in the social hall. When we are indoors, we are observing COVID precautions and wearing masks regardless of vaccination status, unless you're speaking at the pulpit. And we do have religious education classes that are taking place downstairs, and if you need to know where they are, an usher can help you find them. We will share our joys and sorrows later in the service, and there are 3 ways you can do that. 1, if you feel comfortable, you can come up to the microphone here and share. There are also blue cards in the pulpit, in the pews, that you can fill out and put in the offertory when that comes around. And thirdly, there's a telephone number on page 2 of your order of service at the top. If you're watching from home, or if you just want to text your joy or sorrow, you can do it that way. And now it's time for announcements. And I know we have a few. We'll start with Katie.
Good morning, Happy New Year. I'm not going to send around the RE teacher sign up today because we're meditating. I don't want to disrupt your meditation or your Zen. But this will be down in Coffee Hour in Adams Hall. We do still need volunteers for the month of January, so wherever there's a highlighted spot, that's a spot that we still need filled. The religious education, our new coordinator will give you lesson plans. Also on the 15th, we're going to be working with social justice on our quilt project, so if you'd like to volunteer to help with that, there's a spot available there. So thank you guys for your help. You always do a great job of filling our RE teacher slots. So this will be downstairs. Thank you.
Hi, Barb Eglinton. I'm part of Social Justice, and I want to announce a program we're doing all month called Jackets for Jobs. So downstairs at the coat rack that's closer to the comfort room, you'll see hangers there and a sign that allows you to bring in any, we'd call them interview-worthy clothing, not just jackets, pants, skirts, dresses, what have you, that someone might wear to an interview. This is to help people get back in the workforce by giving them appropriate attire. Also, shoes that are in good repair and jewelry. We'll have a container down there next week. But for now, and if you've hung your jacket or coat up there, we'll leave them this week. But just look for the sign and the hangars that are furthest away. Today, of course, we've got a smaller crowd, but this is that cue, that voice that's been nagging you to clear out a closet, clean out, go through my clothes. This is the last reminder because you want to do that. And we'll be collecting every Sunday this month. Again, downstairs at the coat rack closest to the comfort room. And if you have any questions, just see any member of social justice. Thank you.
Good morning. Just a couple, three quick things with regards to membership. We are having a chalice circle again this Tuesday up in March. They're always great conversations. And this week it is, what, tribes? Tribes, and being in a tribe and what it means to you. Should be a great talk. For those of you who are new or have recently joined us or may consider joining us, we'll have a UU and U session about UUCF next Sunday. This Sunday, after church, we're taking all this stuff down. And we have some help to do that, but if anybody else would like to help for, half hour tops, it would be appreciated. And final, this could be joy and concern, whatever. There was a guy who was visiting us for a few weeks. He was here for 3 weeks. Kind of a gruff guy, but once you got to talk to him, he was very interesting. He left us a note. Said, "Oh, thank you. Thank you all for my 3 weeks here. Next stop, Cincinnati, where Reverend Dr. Jeremy Brigham once served." It says, "Larry, this was his 229th UU church, and he's been to 44-6, so he appreciates our hospitality to him."
Thank you all for your announcements. And please watch for the announcements in the email blast and the magnet newsletter. Please share reciting our mission with me. It's on page 2, middle of page 2. We seek answers everywhere, include everyone, and live with compassion. Our first hymn is number 1009, Breathing, Meditation on Breathing. It's in the teal hymnal, or it's also right in the order of service. We're going to sing it through 4 times.
Good morning, and Happy New Year. It's a real treat to be able to start the new year with a meditation session, so I'm glad you all made it today. So meditation, when you hear the word meditation, it means different things to different people. And traditional meditation is usually about silencing the mind. But nowadays, when you hear the word meditation, it can mean anything from music therapy or painting, dancing, singing, aromatherapy, and self-hypnosis. So today we are going to try self-hypnosis together. It was not mentioned in my bio, or on the order of service, but I am a trained hypnotherapist. And one of the things they teach you in hypnotherapy school is self-hypnosis, to hypnotize yourself. And hypnosis has been effective in treating a variety of mostly behavioral conditions, such as addictions, depression, anxiety, stuttering, anger issues, phobia, insomnia, and eating disorders. So you can use it for many different types of things. And the goal of hypnosis is usually to modify a behavioral issue that we have on a deep subconscious level. So in hypnosis, we take advantage of the fact that the brain learns by association. So by intentionally creating an association between the desired response and a physical motion, we can activate the desired response in the future by simply performing that physical motion. And this process is automatic, and it happens at the subconscious level. And by the way, top-notch athletes, a lot of them use self-hypnosis as a tool for improving their performance. For instance, a figure skater might use it to perfect or master a certain jump or spin or technique. A golfer might use self-hypnosis to sink a very difficult putt. Or a runner might use it to imagine setting a new personal record. So before we begin the practice, we will need to choose two things. And the first one is a behavioral issue that we would like to change. And I'm sure everybody could think of at least one thing. So it could be something like quitting smoking, or to stop overeating, or to stop yelling at your kids, anything like that. So take a moment to think about one thing you'd like to work on today. And then we'll choose an anchor. Now, an anchor is a physical motion that we would use to trigger the desired response. And today, we will just use a simple movement of bringing the middle finger and thumb together and making this little O or ring. And you can use your left hand or right hand. If you're left-handed, you can use your left hand. If you're right-handed, you can use your right hand. It doesn't really matter. And theoretically, you can use any type of action. It could be even spinning around 3 times and barking like a dog. But the problem, you want to keep in mind that you might want to use this trigger while you're in a public setting. So ideally, it is something that is easy to perform and something that is discreet, not a big deal. So with that in mind, with those two things decided, we are going to enter into a relaxed state where we are more open to suggestion. And imagine a scenario that will trigger our unwanted behavior. And using the example of someone who wishes to quit smoking, it can be to create a feeling of an urge to want to smoke after you had a nice meal. So after that, once you really want to experience that feeling, you really want to feel that urge to smoke if you're the smoker. And then after that, we're going to create a feeling the opposite. Like in the case of a smoker, it would maybe be something, oh, I feel really disgusted with this cigarette smoke. So you're creating some successful counter reaction to your original craving, or whatever issue you want to resolve. You're creating a successful way of handling it. And then you really feel that. You really burn that into your mind. And when you are able to feel it, you bring your thumb and middle finger together. So that kind of creates an anchor for you. We call it anchor in hypnotherapy. So once we do that, then we're going to slowly come out of your your hypnotic state or your relaxed state. And from then on, every time we feel an urge to smoke or to raid the refrigerator or to yell at our kids, what we do is just bring our middle finger and thumb together, and that's supposedly supposed to trigger your response, your desired response on a subconscious level, which will help us overcome that behavior. So we might not master it in just one session today, but you can repeat what we do today at home, at your own place, to just strengthen your anchor. It only takes maybe 5 or 10 minutes of your time, and the more you practice it, the stronger your anchor becomes, to the point where, using the example of the smoker, that they may become so disgusted with cigarette smoke that they are no longer physically able to take a puff. So everyone got the idea, kind of? Okay, the best way to learn this is to really practice, put it into practice. So we're going to begin. So try and relax. Take a few deep breaths, close your eyes, sit up straight, feet on the ground, maybe hands on the lap or to your side, and just relax. So we're going to try and go into a deep, relaxed state, starting from the feet and working our way up. So relax your feet. Feel the soles of your feet against the floor. Maybe wiggle your toes a little bit, and then relax your feet. Relax the tops of your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your calf muscles, your shins. Relax your knees and your thighs. Relax your hips, pelvic area. Relax your abdomen. Relax your spine, one vertebra at a time, from top to bottom. Relax your stomach. Relax your chest, your lower back, middle back, and upper back. Relax your fingers. If you like to move them around a little bit, that's fine, and just let them come to a relaxed, neutral position. Relax your palms and the tops of your hands. Relax your wrists. Relax your forearm, elbows, upper arms. Relax your neck. If you like, you can move your head from side to side a little bit and let it come to a neutral position. Relax your jaws, your teeth, tongue, palate in the mouth, lips, cheeks. Relax your ears. Relax your eyeballs. Maybe you can move them around with your eyes closed and let them come to a neutral position. Relax your forehead, your temples, the back of your head, and the top of your head. In this completely relaxed state, imagine a situation that triggers behavior you want to change. Like we mentioned, if it were a smoker, maybe it's after that delicious meal that you get the urge to smoke. Imagine that situation, and then imagine yourself reacting in the wrong way, the way that you want to correct. So So in the beginning, you're doing the incorrect response. And really feel that feeling. For instance, if you're a smoker, really feel that urge to smoke. Or if you're an anger issue with your children, really feel the anger. Maybe the child is doing something really bad that really bothers you, and feel that feeling. Okay, so now we're going to correct the opposite response. For the smoker, can be to create this feeling of disgust with the cigarette smoke. Or if it's yelling at your kids, it could be this feeling of disgust with yourself, or just saying, why am I doing this? Create that opposite reaction, the desired reaction that will help you overcome that situation. And really feel it down to your soul. Create that feeling that this is how I need to react. When you're successful in creating that feeling, then bring your middle finger and thumb together. Okay, really feel that feeling of success, that you handled it perfectly. Squeezing your middle finger and thumb together, burning that feeling of success into your subconscious. Okay, hopefully everybody has gotten it. So you can release your middle finger and thumb. Slowly take a couple of deep breaths. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. So that is the end of my self-hypnosis session. Diana?
Thank you, Margaret and Diana. That's beautiful. I recently read an interview with Sharon Salzberg. In case you're not familiar with her, she is a New York Times best-selling author and teacher of Buddhism meditation practices in the West. In 1974, she co-founded the Insight Meditation Society in Bear, Massachusetts with Jack Kornfield and Joseph Goldstein. When asked if meditation is just a way of checking out and feeling good, she said, "What most people don't understand about meditation is that it is not about cutting off all thinking and just sitting in bliss. It's about developing a different relationship with what's happening. We learn to have a way of experiencing joy, wonder, and delight that we may not have had before because we have many distractions. So we learn to have a different relationship to pain. So we don't isolate ourselves when we're experiencing it, and we don't isolate others when they're experiencing it. So what this different relationship that Sharon is talking about, in my experience, is like awareness and curiosity rather than judgment. And practicing meditation and studying Buddhism has helped me to be more aware and curious rather than judgmental. On good days, I'm able to catch myself when I get into a reactive mode. This most often happens at work when I'm feeling stressed. I think, I have so much work to do. I'm never going to finish this. I'm overwhelmed. If I pause and take time to be self-aware, I can have a different relationship with the situation. I can get curious about what's going on inside and outside of me. And it's amazing how bringing curiosity to a situation can reduce the tension of it and dissipate both in myself and in my relationships with other people. A coworker recently told me that he always feels a sense of calm whenever he talks to me. And that just warms my heart and reinforces that I'm on the right path in this journey. So today, I'm going to walk us through a meditation, two meditations, a walking meditation and sitting and breathing meditation. And I want you to try to have an attitude of curiosity rather than judgment as we're doing these. So we'll start with the walking meditation, and the way we're going to do it is you're going to move to the right, exit, well, and it's optional. If you do not want to do the walking, just stay seated and try to pay attention to your body and what's going on with your body. But you're going to exit your pew to the right, turn to the back of the meeting house, slowly walk to the back, cross the section of pews that you're sitting in, and then come back down and end up sitting back in the place that you started. So, are you ready? We'll just get started. So go ahead and stand up and move to the right and turn to the back of the meeting house. And you're going to begin walking very, very slowly. Put your hands together in the prayer position and lower your gaze down to the person walking in front of you, maybe their lower back. And as you step, become aware of your heel touching the floor, and then follow the roll of your foot from heel to ball. Okay, you can start walking now. And just be very aware of how the bottom of your foot feels as you're stepping leading with your heel and then slowly rolling to the ball of your foot. And then notice that your other heel rises as you plant one foot. Notice the lifting of your leg and the slight bending of your knee as you move one leg in front of the other. Notice the balancing of your body on one leg as your weight shifts from one foot to the other. Take a short pause as you plant your foot in front before lifting the other leg. Notice all the movements necessary to take each step. You're going to want to come all the way down if you know, so that you make one circle around your whole group of pews. Notice your breath as you're walking. Has it slowed down? Try to pay attention to your in-breath and your out-breath. Notice your thoughts. Are you judging your walking? Are you judging the person in front of you? Try to approach your thoughts with curiosity. Notice any other body parts that might be speaking to you. Do you feel something in your stomach, a growl in your stomach? Do you feel an ache in your spine? Just be curious about that. Now I'm going to be silent, so just continue your walk back to your original spot in silence. As you return to your seat, settle in, sit with your feet flat on the floor and your spine upright but not rigid. Check in with yourself. What's going on right now? How is your body feeling? What thoughts are top of mind? Just notice, no judgment. Are you feeling unsettled or calm? Don't try to change it. Just be curious. Now bring your attention to your breath. Take a deep breath to the count of 4 in your head, hold it for the count of 4, and then exhale to the count of 4. I've heard this called box breathing, but I'm going to let you do this on your own. So do this 3 times. Breathing in to the count of 4, hold for the count of 4, and then exhale to the count of 4. After the 3 deep breaths, breathe normally. Notice any changes in your body. You might feel a tingling in your fingers from all the extra oxygen you've given your body. Let yourself become very still. Pay attention to the stillness between the sounds of my voice. the stillness between your thoughts, the absence of sensation between sensations in your body. Notice how your feet feel on the floor. Notice the pressure of your thighs on the pew. Feel your back against the pew. Bring a softness to the muscles in your face. Relax the muscles around your eyes, around your mouth. Let your body be still and relaxed. Take one last deep breath in. Slowly let it out through pursed lips like you're blowing out a candle. And that's our second meditation, third meditation, I guess. Is the hymn next, or the offertory? I've lost my order of service. Okay, yes, our hymn. Number 1031 in the teal hymnal, Filled with Loving Kindness. And there's 3 verses. Each verse you'll be substituting a word in the song. So you may stand if you're comfortable with that. Okay. We will take our offering. Our contributions help to support the mission and vision of our beloved community. The projects and people who are served reside among us as brothers and sisters in one family.
A perfect heart is one that has known love and loss, joy and sorrow. The perfect heart is one that has been shared. As joys and sorrows of our community are shared, please direct your energy, prayers, and meditations as a gift of compassion and strength. Would anyone like to share any joys and sorrows today? We'll move on to our closing words. Today, Barb and I both have closing words, so I will start. This one is by the Transcendentalist and Unitarian, Ralph Waldo Emerson. Nothing is at last sacred but the integrity of your own mind.
And this one is from Thich Nhat Hanh. Breathing in, I calm my body and mind. Breathing out, I smile, dwelling in the present moment. I know this is the only moment. That Tom invited anyone who wants to help take down the Christmas decorations to come and help. Were you going to do that right away, or
We'll grab a quick cup of coffee.
get a cup of coffee and then come back up to dismantle? Thank you all.